Well, welcome back, guys, to the channel. When we last left off, guys, as you can see, Sorori and Saku are about to take off on her motorbike. I think a motorbike is a smaller bike, guys, than you see. It's not exactly like a motorcycle. It's sort of a smaller version, I believe, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, guys, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, Sori says, "How you doing back there, Saku? Are you alright?" "I'm even better." I'm sitting on the back of Sori's motorbike, my arms wound tightly around her waist. It's dark, though it isn't at all late, and the sky is laced with twinkling stars. The road twinkles too, with a bright orange headlights of passing cars, though the roads aren't too congested. I forgot, guys. This takes place in 2001. Those super lights, the LED lights, haven't even been made yet, I don't think, or they're just starting to be made, and not everybody has them, so they still have those yellow lights. I still have a car with yellow lights that I drive around. They just have the LEDs in it because it's like from 2005, I want to say. How long have you had this bike anyway? I'm pretty sure they're talking loudly. I got it in my second year of uni, so let's see. I must have had it 3 years already. Wow, really? That's longer than I thought. Time sure flies, huh? I've been riding this baby around since I got her. I did a few modifications here and there, but I think she's running pretty well. She handles smooth as butter. You used to ride it to university, right? Yep, it sure beats taking the train. It's much faster, cheaper too, and it's always more thrilling. I'd say this is super cool. I feel like I'm the king of the world. Alright, Jack, whatever you say. Sorori chuckles. I think that's corny reference of mine's nets me a nudge in the ribs if Sori weren't so preoccupied with her motorbike. I'm impressed she can keep up a conversation while riding this thing. If I were in her position, I'd be scared stiff. I'd be too focused on the road and the paltry smatterings of cars to pay attention to anything else, even a blind bit of attention. I guess Sori's pretty cool after all. This whole scenario, in fact, is cool. I'm starting to come over all giddy. It feels like I'm in a movie. What movie? I hope you're not still stuck on Titanic. I'm not planning to run my baby into any icebergs. It might be winter, but I don't know if there's any of those on the road. It's not even snowing. I heard it was going to snow later tonight on the news. Oh yeah? Yeah. That's why I set off a little early than I anticipated. I don't want to get caught up in the snowstorm. It's harder to steer when the roads are all icy. Hold on, guys. Let me get another drink of my tea. Ah, guys, it's good to have a tea with you uh when you're reading, guys. Your throat gets dry, and even though I'm just coming over being sick, it's good to keep my voice, lubricated. That's why I've been shortening the videos, guys. I guess even the great Sori has her weaknesses. Sure I do. I'm not superhuman, though it'd be pretty neat. You weren't born on planet Krypton? Sadly not. And you're not a mecha? Nah, I don't even think I'd mind that, though. I'd be neat if I could shoot lasers out of my eyes. That sounds like the kind of thing boys in the playground say. I laugh through the sound is distorted somewhat by the purr of the engine and the continued whoosh of the cool, biting breeze. The bike comes beneath me and my body vibrates. It's a strange experience unlike anything I felt before. The wintry air is chill, but the rumbling bike feels hot beneath my thighs. I can feel the heat bleeding through the fabric of my shorts. If this is a movie, it'll be The Terminator, which is a good movie, guys, by the way. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, I love that movie. Are you talking about the second one with a motorbike chase scene? Uh-huh. That's a pretty old flick. Hee hee. I'm surprised you know it. I have good taste. Clearly, I don't think I'll be getting into any high-speed shenanigans, though, so you can rest easy. I'm a responsible adult. You might be responsible, but you're still super cool. I can't imagine steering one of these. Look how excited she is. Look how happy he is to have her hanging out with her and her little handkerchief scarf kind of thing going on here. It isn't so hard when you get the hang of it, but thanks. I'm always a sucker for compliments. But I don't know if showing off to a kid is such a great ego boost. I bet she calls it pathetic. She says everything is pathetic. That's true enough, I guess. The lights turn amber, then green. Sorry grabs the engine and speeds off again into the night. Well, I'd say speed off, but she is, like she said, being responsible about this whole affair. She ensures we're not going past the speed limit. She sticks to the right lane, and she doesn't try to overtake any cars. This is quite orthodox as far as a motorbike ride goes. Maybe it's not like the Terminator 2 after all. Several minutes more pass in silence. My arms wound about Soroi's back until we arrive at our destination. Alright, this is our stop. Soroi pulls up outside the KFC, then kills the engine. Then she looks at me over my shoulder. After you, my lady. KFC awaits. Oh, you're too kind. Thank you very much, my good madam. Don't mention it. I don't know about you, but I could murder some chicken thighs right about now. 20 minutes later. Hi, I'm home and I come bearing gifts. We've got chicken, loads of it. There's enough thighs for everyone. Suri and I announce our arrival as we stand in the entrance of the Sema household, my arms laden with buckets of Colonel's delicious fried chicken. That's all she wanted, guys. See, she just was going for the trip for the fried chicken. She wanted to just hold it and smell it as you. But my question is, how did they hold all that chicken if they're on a motorbike? It's like a basket. We didn't see the bike, did we? Or did I miss it? I'll go back and look. But how do they hold all that stuff? Mr. Sema comes bustling into the entrance hall, all smiles, and relinquishes us of our burdens. Thank you for collecting the food, Saku. I don't know how Sori would have kept hold of all of it without an extra pair of hands. Oh, you know me. I'm happy to help. I know that only too well. You're such a good girl. Mr. Sema smiles at me while I slide off my shoes and shrug off my coat. Could you call Chi down for me? I want to start eating this as soon as possible before it gets cold. There's no need. I can hear both of you shouting a mile away. You're so noisy. Sorry about that, sis. I couldn't contain my excitement. Fried chicken is like way too good not to shout about it. It's one of the 8 wonders of the natural world. Oh, Saku. I thought there were only 7. Well, now there's 8. counting the Colonel's 11 herbs and spices fried chicken thighs. Yes, yes, I got the memo the first time. She rolls her eyes while I make a beeline for the dining room. I figured we would be eating in there like we always do, but Mrs. Seema interrupts me. Wait a while, Saiku. I was actually thinking about eating in the living room for a change. Oh, are you worried about getting food on the floor? I'm sure it will be fine. We're all adults here. Well, Mrs. Seema pauses and corrects herself. We're all almost adults. I trust you to behave, Saku. You're not the sort of girl to play with your food. Oh, how little you know. I know it's unorthodox, but it's Christmas. It'll be cozier in the living room, and we can all watch TV. There should be a few special broadcasts on tonight. What Christmas is without a bunch of variety shows full of vapid celebrities? Yeah, guys, for Christmas, guys, I always watch the Christmas Story. This past Christmas, I watched Violent Nights. Then I watched The Christmas Story, which is pretty cool. I highly recommend Violent Nights, guys. It's, it's kind of weird and kind of Home Alone meets John Wick kind of like thing. But I enjoyed it. It might be on my list along with The Christmas Story, which I'll always watch every time, guys. I remember watching that when I was a kid. So it's a good thing it's a thing that I do every Christmas. So yeah, so I understand watching variety shows. It's not really a variety show. I really don't watch variety shows. I just watch The Christmas Story, but I added Violent Nights to the list. But anyway, guys, Sorry grunts and nudges me in the side. Watching a bunch of C-listers make fools out of themselves will make the chicken extra tasty. I head into the living room, cheese at my heels, right at the heels. Mrs. Seaman, meanwhile, has to retreat to the kitchen for the plates, drinks, and condiments. Mr. Seaman is already sitting on the couch when we arrived, flipping through some dry-looking accounts of some war from way back then. I'm guessing that's a TV show. He sets the book down it's a book when we enter, however, and smiles at us. I take you got the chicken then. We did indeed. Mission complete. Good. I'm glad. Christmas just doesn't feel like Christmas without the Colonel's 11 herbs and spices chicken thighs. Oh, please. Not you too. I beg your pardon. Don't pay her any attention, Dad. She's just being a grump. I'm not being a grump. You so are. You need to stop being so serious. You're never serious enough. I don't need to be serious. It's Christmas. I'd rather spend the evening watching washed up idols on TV and skimpy Santa costumes than listening to you complaining. Now, what's this about idols in skimpy outfits? I'm very glad you asked. You see, Suri is about to elaborate on the point when Mrs. Seema returns the fried chicken piled on a large plate with several smaller plates stacked beneath it. Here you go. Sorry for the wait. She sets the plates down on the coffee table, then smiles. Dig in, everybody. There's more than enough to go around. You can have extra if you like, seeing as you, the guest. Mrs. Seaman hands each of us a small plate to contain our chicken. Then she smiled. Now, what does everybody want to drink? I'll have a cola. Same here. I wouldn't mind some oolong tea. Oolong tea? Now you sound like an old granny who drinks oolong tea with fried chicken. I do. I happen to like oolong tea. It's refreshing, which is a good thing. given fried foods are so heavy. If you think the chicken is that heavy, surely you won't mind if I eat all your share. What? Hey, no, that isn't fair. Life isn't. Get used to it. Sorori, you are so obnoxious. Give me my chicken back. Alright, girls, settle down. Mrs. Seymour returns with the drinks. She sets 2 bottles on the table, one of Coke, the other of oolong tea, and hands out the glasses. Wait, do they sell oolong tea in like bottles? In I think it's Japan, right, guys? Shall we put the TV on? It'll add to the festive spirit. Alright, I've heard Very Berry are gonna be on today variety show. They better be wearing scandalous Santa outfits or whatever. What's even the point? Scandalous Santa outfits do sound rather intriguing. I mean, Mr. Seymour trails off as Mr. Seymour shoots him a icy smile. Inappropriate. We wouldn't want children watching such things. It's not past 9 o'clock yet. Yeah. Let's all think of the children, huh? I bet that's your real number one concern, Dad. Sorori titters while Mr. Seymour glances away. I don't know if I've seen him look bashful before, but it's quite a funny sight. Sorori turns the TV on, then flips through the channels. She soon finds the variety show with Very Berry. They've been charged with the task of shoveling snow outdoors at a remote, ryokan, wearing, as Sorori guessed, Santa costumes. The Santa costumes aren't all that revealing, though. They're actually quite tasteful, with red hoods lined with white fur and skirts which extend to their knees. The costumes don't look particularly well insulated, despite the fur, but I suppose that's where the fun of it particular challenge comes from. The 5 of us settle down to watch the TV, all the while eating fried chicken and taking sips of our respective drinks. The Colonel's chicken is delicious, as always, and it pairs very well with carbonated cola. The variety show takes a pretty silly bend as a man dressed in a Yeti costume appears to assail the girls of Very Berry while they work. They all squawk in alarm, and one of them trips over her feet in her haste to run away. Her skirt flips up while she falls to reveal not milky white thighs, but a pair of plain black cycling shorts. I guess that'll be expected. This is a family show. Sorori muses while the girls, I think her name Yumiko, squeals in fear. I'm glad I'm not in Yumiko's shoes or boots, as the case may be. She looks frigid, sprawled in a snow like that. I, meanwhile, am very comfortable indeed. I have fried chicken and I have cheese, and later, when we finish the thighs, Mr. Seymour presents us with an elaborate decorated Christmas cake. What more could a girl ask for? She and I don't return to her bedroom until later, after consuming a truly monstrous amount of fried chicken and Christmas cake. The Colonel's delicious 11 herbs and spices fried chicken thighs have invigorated me, and I feel ready to start working again. I sit down on Chi's bed and crack open her sketchbook. Chi, meanwhile, positions herself at her PC and begins to draw. We busy ourselves in silence for a while, both of us working. I think I'm making good progress. I've only been at this for a couple of days, but I have 9 of my 20 planned scenes written out. Right now, I'm working on a cute romantic scene between Samiri and Takumi. This scene takes place in their classroom after the final bell has rung. The sun is beginning to set, casting a pinkish red glow over the desk. Samiri's class was supposed to be on clean-up duty, but a few bullies forced all the work on her. Her classmates have long since gone home, leaving Samiri to sweep the floor and wipe down the windows on her own. Samiri has been toiling to finish the 30 people's worth of miscellaneous chores for over an hour to little avail. Her arms and legs are aching and she's starting to make mistakes. She's so tired she trips over her own feet and almost falls. Fortunately, Takumi, who was staying late after school to study, happens to be walking by. He appears at her side as though drawn by her plight and scoops Mary into his arms before her head can hit the floor. Takumi holds her close, her eyes serious as he gazes into Samiri's face. Her voice low, he murmurs softly, "Are you alright? You're not hurt, are you?" Samiri thanks him shyly, and Tayukimi smiles. "Good grief, you should be a bit more careful. I can't always be around to look after you, you know." It's such a romantic scene, writing it to make my heart flutter. I finish up the final touches and set down my pen. I stretch, sighing, and look out the window. Cheese curtains are drawn and the sky outside is dark as pitch. The sky is full of twinkling stars, all of them smaller than spilt grains of salt. They flicker mysteriously while sprawling slowly through the wintry air. It's such a pleasant scene that I sit there in silence for a moment, transfixed, at least until I'm hit with a epiphany. The stars shouldn't be moving, should they? I rise from Chee's bed, then trek over the window. I let my hands rest against the sill and look out. My forehead pressed against the cool glass. I can see the roof of the houses superimposed against the night sky and the television aerials which jut out of them. Above the houses are the stars. Most of the stars are fixed in place, but others seem to be falling through the sky. These stars are small and white and flaky, like powder. Huh. I'm starting to suspect now that I'm not looking at the stars at all. These must, in fact, be snowflakes. It's been a while since I saw it snow, and I'm getting kind of excited. I call me childish. You're childish, Saiku. But I don't want Chi to miss out on this. I'd far rather watch it snow with her. Hey Chi, come look and take a look at this. At what? Chi sets her tablet pen aside, harumphing as she does. This had better be important. I was trying to work. It is important. It's super important. Look, Chi, look. I stab my finger at the window. Its smooth surface is fogged up thanks to my excitable exhilaration, but the festive scene outside the glass should be still visible. It's snowing. Oh yes, so it is. Huh? That was a pretty ho-hum response, even by Chi's lackluster standards. I can't help but feel disappointed. Is that all? Well, what else do you want me to say? You don't want to take a look out the window too? It really is snowing, Chi, and it's not even January yet. It's hardly ever snowed in December around here. It's a Christmas miracle. A complete was that coincidence? Boo. I fish a pillow from she's bed, then hurl it at her, taking care as I do so not to hit the PC. That is friendship there, guys. But guys, I'm gonna leave it here on this little cliffhanger, guys. We'll finish this conversation in the next episode, guys. Again, I'm gonna save it over top of Wild Ride, and we're gonna leave it off, guys. I thank you for watching. Please hit that like button if you like the video, guys. Don't forget to leave a comment below, guys, and also share this video with your friends out there, guys. It's greatly appreciated. And guys, I will see you next time in another Winter Fragments video. Bye for now, guys. Peace.